Hey everybody, Dan Lobby back with Lance Reisland. We're going to break down another play. Today, we're going to look ahead to Sunday's Browns game against the Chargers, and we're going to talk about Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter and how he uses motion and simulated pressures to try to confuse the offensive line. This is something the Browns have had trouble with. So, Lance, walk us through what Minter does with his front.
All right, let's take a look at what the Browns really have to work on this week against Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator from the Chargers. So Minter, who comes from Michigan with Harbaugh, he's really, really good at simulating blitzes, using stunts, using twists, trying to confuse the offensive line. So let's take a look. First game of the year, this is against the Raiders. Let's take a look what the Raiders see when they come out. Now, remember, when people walk up, the offensive line has to account for everybody who's close to the line of scrimmage, whether they come or not. So on this particular third down and long, let's start over here. You're going to get Bosa is going to come off the edge. Dupree's going to come off the edge. That puts stress on these two. You got Fox here, a big guy inside. He's going to angle to his right. And then you got Mack over here. And the Raiders are going to do a good job of chipping the outside shoulder, which is going to make Mack go inside, which cuts the edge off. Now, here's what they got to protect. Tackle's got to get C gap. The guard's got to get B gap. The center has got to get A gap. Okay. The guard has A. Okay. The guard or tackle has B, and the tackle has C, depending on who's coming and what. Now, if you look here pre-snap, the left guard has zero threat. That means he's an area guy. He's got to decide where the biggest threat is now. And he's going to actually make a mistake because the biggest threat now is Fox, even though Fox is on the other side. Okay, right tackle, like I said, has to kick. Let's take a look here now as we start. So here's the twist. Here's the stunt without any offensive lineman. Mack, as you can see, is going to get pushed inside, which means that the left tackle doesn't have to go as deep. Really a good scheme over here by the Raiders. The left guard is uncovered. He's got to look inside. Here comes Fox. The center, he's got to make sure he gets depth. He's got to help with his left hand, and he's got to look for a twist. The right guard, who's also wrong. Right guard's got to stay square so you can see his numbers. He's got to bump the twist. So as he goes out, he's got to bump his tackle, right? Bump Dupree out to him so he can come off on Bosa. The back will be out because it's only a four-man rush. Now, as the play gets going, so you see the stunt starting to happen here. Let's start over here. Max got to go inside. He got a good chip. The Raiders take care of him. Here's the problem. Now, the left guard's doing a good job early. He's looking over. The center's looking over. This Fox is going to cross his face. Left guard has him. As he does that, the guard's got to look inside. Guard's got to look inside to help his right guard. As you can see, Bosa and Dupree are going to push up field first, and that's the key to the twist. Now, as you get here, you can see tight end does a great job. Max got to go inside. Tackle's got a great angle on him. So Fox twist. Here's the left guard. Left guard's got him. Now, here's the problem. The center is too tight here, and you can see this big window starting to open. So two things are wrong. The center's in here too tight with the left hand. He's just got to help a little bit. But be aware that his threat is over here. This is Dupree and Bosa's side. So he's leaving too much of a hole. Second mistake here is the right guard. Because Dupree's here, the right guard had to get out and end up turning his shoulders. And as you can see, you can't see his numbers. So he turns his shoulder. Dupree's job is to push this B gap and bump this tackle. And then you're going to see Bosa come underneath. Now the center's going to come off late. The guard has his shoulder turned. What ends up happening is you get Bosa splits them. So everybody's blocked here. Everybody's doing a good job. They're only bringing four, and Bosa splits it for the 6-yard sack. These are the type of stunts that Jesse Minter is going to bring a ton of. He's going to show 7, show 6, and bring 4 and 5 on almost every play. The Browns have to figure out how to make this work so their offense can run on Sunday.